Hello, YouTube. Good morning. This is James Baker here, your favorite international tax consultant. And today I have a call with a guy from Bahamas, from the Caribbean, I think Bahamas. And he is trying to open brokerage accounts. He actually has one open, and we talk about how it is to open a brokerage account. Why is it so difficult? What happens when you have a brokerage account? How to pay taxes when you're investing in stocks or cryptos in the U.S., and how to report it. Just basically all of it. And there's a little bit of commentary in there. It's a pretty casual conversation. A lot of value, I think. Quick call. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for watching the channel. Let's get to the call.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too
Hello?
turned up.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Good morning.
Doing well, man. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm glad that we finally able to have this meeting. Where are you? Yeah, so I see your questions. Where are you calling from today?
From the Bahamas. I'm from Nassau, Bahamas.
From the Bahamas. Awesome. So yeah, so tell me a little bit about what what's going on, your questions and stuff.
All right, so being from the Bahamas, I was just looking for an avenue where I can invest in the U.S., particularly in just taking advantage, I guess, of the brokerage firms there. So, maybe you can point me in the direction in terms of, what I would need to get started with that.
So you haven't started doing any investing at all, and you want to use U.S. brokerages. You don't even know where to start. That's I guess the point, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you have to just apply at U.S. brokerage firms. They're kind of funny about how they do this, because I see some people trading, millions of dollars a year. It could be like everyday trading and stuff from certain accounts. And then other people from the same country apply and get denied from the same brokerage firm. So you just have to apply. Interactive Brokers is a big one. TD Ameritrade, Schwab. There's a number of different ones. And you can do it personally, or you can do it with a company. It gets trickier when you apply with a company, just because the applications are a little more complicated.
Right.
But it's still the same thing. I don't understand why they make it that way. And I expect there to be a little bit of disruption in this pretty soon. I mean, everyone talks about Robinhood and like Webull and all the different guys on YouTube talk about all these, but they're more streamlined and set up only for U.S. people. You apply. You have to have a social security number to apply.
Right.
For those. So you have to use different ones. TD Ameritrade has been a favorite for clients of mine for a long time, but then I have other clients who just get rejected from that.
Yeah, I think I was looking into TD Ameritrade, and I think it's specific to either a U.S. citizen, a U.S. resident. I think
it's not. I have plenty of non-resident clients that use it.
They have ITINs or like.
No, people. Yeah, you just apply and you use it. You can call them. They have good support. You can call them and ask them. Like it's going to take a little bit of legwork on your end, and most of them have support and sales teams. And if you call once and they say it's not possible, call again and talk to someone else, because sometimes there's uninformed people that work, and these are like kind of unique questions for them.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I just kind of, I guess, wanted to make sure I was going about it the right way. But I do actually have a Delaware LLC, and I'm currently with Interactive Brokers. So I was able to.
So you already have it set up. Perfect.
Yeah, so I have it set up. So I'm actually already trading, so to speak. I mean, I'm just in ETFs and index funds for right now. But I just was curious, because obviously you can get an EIN for the LLC or an ITIN for the individual. But for a non-U.S. person or resident, I mean, what's the benefit of having the LLC over the ITIN, right? Because I'm thinking the LLC, obviously you have to, I think for both you would have to file taxes, whether the individual or the LLC. And then you have there's a lot of costs associated with obviously maintaining the LLC, as opposed to just doing everything in your name. So just curious.
it's you have to apply for the ITIN. You have to renew it every couple of years, and
So, right.
and the LLC, if you use a small state, like Wyoming's like $120 a year to keep it open. So it's not like super cost prohibitive. And then you can get my course on how to file the 5472, and that will explain exactly how to do it. That's a one-time thing. You can use it every year. So it doesn't have to be that expensive to open the LLC. I mean, if you're investing less than, like $300 and that's like your whole budget, I get it. Then you should probably just do it in your own name.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's people, I have clients who have TD Ameritrade accounts and they don't have ITINs or socials or LLCs, or well, they have LLCs where they might like be in their own name. Another benefit of the LLC is that if you have more than one owner, you have some estate tax protection. Whereas if you have $100,000 in your brokerage account and you die, then for your family to get that money out of the brokerage account, they have to pay taxes on the amount over 60,000.
Okay.
So that's a benefit of having an LLC, is that you can have an account like that. If you have two people on the account, like with joint rights to survivorship, they're still going to make you pay taxes if you die, estate taxes. So that's a big benefit of the LLC for like heavier investors. But if you're just starting out and you're playing around and you're doing your own thing, you can just open one in your own name. And if, less than 60,000, you just try it out.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd probably be above that price point at some point. So I think the LLC would probably be better in the long term.
Yeah, you'll have to change the application though, because right now you're probably a single member LLC. You said you had multiple members in your LLC.
Yeah,
right?
it is multiple. Yeah, I think it was almost like a partnership. I think.
Yeah, it's tacked as a partnership. It's a more than one member. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, is there a benefit then? Because I know you mentioned Wyoming. I'm in Delaware. So is there a benefit to say one state over the next? Because I think for Delaware, I think it's $250 a year to.
No, it's $300, and then you have to pay for a registered agent. So it could be $400 a year if you. Right. Most registered agents are around $100 in Delaware.
Correct. So I guess just comparing that to Wyoming, would it be better to have? Because I mean, if you compound that, if you're saying 120 versus say 400 plus, that's additional money I could invest.
And they have cheaper registered agents too in Wyoming, but you already have everything open. You already have it done. And then they have New Mexico, I guess too. It's just you don't have to pay renewals. It's just always open.
Okay. All right, so just maybe on the back end then, because I know you mentioned, so just granted I have everything already set up. So from a tax perspective, yeah.
Well, for you, it's like there's not really any benefit of one state over another for the LLC. Mm-hmm. The reason you use Delaware, well, I mean, the privacy is one thing, but the reason people use Delaware is because of the corporate laws for like stock, and that's why big companies use Delaware. But for most of my clients and the people I talk to, it really doesn't matter. Like you're never going to have any real reason. You're not going to go to court for securities laws in Delaware,
Okay. So just maybe on the back end, then I know you had mentioned that you had some packages for tax filings.
Well, not for the multi-member LLC yet, but a lot of people ask for it, so I probably should spend a weekend just filming, explaining how to do these tax forms for multi-member LLC.
So, I mean, technically, I guess on paper is multi, but then, I mean, I'm the only one that is making contributions to the partnership. So it's pretty much me. I just had, my mother and my sister on it. So would that make a difference?
Well, if they're on it, then it's still multiple owners. Okay. I mean, obviously, if you own 98% of it and they each own 1%, you're going to do all the work. I mean, it's however you arrange it, and it's also family members too. So, but yeah, you would file the 1065, the partnership tax return, not the 5472.
Okay, but you guys assist with that? You may not necessarily have a package that would you guys could assist with the filing for that?
Yeah, sure. We do have packages. We do assist with the filings and setups and whatever you need, really.
Okay. And then, so just in terms of like a price point, or maybe the average price for like something like what I have.
Well, it depends. We're adjusting that. You know, it's in the around like $1,000 or something, but it depends how what filings we have to do. But I'll send you an email about that stuff when you need to have it filed, or even
Okay.
now.
Okay. All right. We could do that. We could do that.
How's the trading going?
Yeah. So
How long have you been doing it?
So I'm actually a US CPA. Although I live out of the Bahamas, I'm actually licensed in New York. So I'm actually just learning. So I'm really into options trading right now. So I'm really the biggest thing was just getting the account open, funding the account, and I'm paper trading at the moment. So
Options are risky. Yeah.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So why? So how did you? So you got your US CPA. Do you practice tax or accounting?
Right. So back home, I was at one of the big fours back in the Bahamas. So it was not on the tax side, but more or less just the accounting side. So we used to deal with like a lot of hedge funds, private equity funds, that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. You saw how much they were making. You said I need to start trading. It's because I'm making a killing.
I know, right? So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And I also saw something interesting that you had mentioned when it came to, I guess, the tax implications for traders. I know you had mentioned that I guess effectively you would not have to pay any tax as long as I guess you stay away from like dividends or interest income.
Yeah, I mean, portfolio interest actually is exempt from tax, but dividends, you don't have to. Well, dividends you would pay tax on it. It's interesting because since you have an LLC, if you give them a W-9, since you have a multi-member LLC, if you give them a W-9 because you're a partnership, then your partnership would have to file the taxes and do the withholding for the dividend income, and they'll send you a statement and everything. So then you would have to do that. So that's a little bit different part. That's how it would make the filing a little more complex. Mm-hmm. So it's probably better if you're all doing options, you'll never get a dividend because that's not
right. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's not bad for dividends, but they just withhold 30%.
Okay, but I think for most of the brokerages, I think like for Interactive, isn't that withheld? So you don't even get that. So
it depends though. Normally for a foreign person, it would be because you would tell them you're a foreign person. But if you said you're a multi-member LLC and you
right.
said you're a U.S. person because it's a U.S. company,
right.
then they might not do that.
You're right.
Depends if you give them a W-9 or W-8, Ben.
Yeah, you're right. All right. So just curious, you had any other clients out of the U.S. that out of maybe the Caribbean, like maybe the Bahamas that you've dealt with in the past? I'm just curious what route that they took just to get access maybe to like brokerage accounts, etc.
I mean, it's the same as everyone else. Like I said, it's a finicky process. I have someone from maybe Barbados who I'm working with trying to get an Amazon account open, and it's been annoying there too. But the thing is, some people don't have problems, some people do. It's really inconsistent how these companies both format. Well, they have their applications, but it's inconsistent how they process them and approve accounts. It's just some people get approval, some don't. I have a guy. Yeah, I have a bunch of clients in Colombia, a lot of Colombian clients who have TD Ameritrade accounts, and then I have a guy from Spain who can't get his open, and he couldn't get Interactive Brokers open, and he couldn't get all these things open. They required so much documentation. He sent it, they didn't like it, and they said no. So we're working at another one trying to get it, and I reached out to local brokers. I'm trying to help my clients do it, but it's just, there's only so much I can do because you're doing the application, and it's basically all your information.
Correct. Yeah, it's funny that you said that because I mean, I tried to, because I was talking to a couple of my guys here as well, and they have accounts with Interactive Brokers. They told me, well, they didn't have the ITIN or the LLC or the IN. So I'm just like, well, what? Like, how did you get the account open? So I tried. I think last weekend. I was like, anyways, let me try. And the requirements were significantly less in terms of what I had to come up with. to provide. But then, when I sent the information to verify my bank, they were saying something about the bank isn't, on the FATF list. It's just weird because it's the same bank that I used to get through on the LLC, but now when I'm trying to do it for me as an individual, they're saying that they can't accept that bank. So I just canceled the application. And
yeah, there's just a bunch of weird stuff like that, right? That's whatever FATF list, but they work for the bank when you, did it with the company.
Yep.
Yep, it's tricky. We'll find a good solution one day. Keep watching the YouTube channel, and I'll eventually have a call like this where we just do the application and get it approved on the same call. I'll figure that out one day.
I know, right? I know that'll be a good watch.
Yeah, right. That'll be a good one. That's why I'm looking to get that on my YouTube. So, yeah. I mean, good luck with your options trading. Be careful, and good luck. I guess we're on a low now. It's going up. The market's crazy. I can't handle it. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah. So you're not doing. I'm pretty sure you're doing some type of investing. Though. Maybe not in options, but
I'll just buy cryptos. I love cryptos.
All right. So you've been in a while, or you've.
I'm not a crypto millionaire, but I like it, and I have some, and I've been dabbling in it for a couple of years.
All right, that's good. Hopefully you got in at a good price, and you just.
Well, I think crypto's going to keep going up. It has a strong future. I don't think it's a trend.
Okay.
I think it's here to stay.
Well, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. One of the companies that I'm invested in, I think they did a partner with Coinbase. They did a partnership with Coinbase, so now they're accepting crypto. I guess Bitcoin.
There's a lot of companies doing it. Bitcoin is probably going to end up more like less of a transactional thing and more of an investment thing, like they say digital gold. Like people don't buy stuff with gold, So I think that'll probably be. There's a long way for the technology to go. It has very promising applications, and it's really exciting and fun. It's a big shift. I just think the governments are going to have their own digital currencies. We're going to move out of paper eventually.
Right.
Well, we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens. Historically, I've been terrible at investing. So.
That's not too bad.
I'm good at taxes. And,
obviously, right? International taxes. So
I'm good at. I understand the tax laws, so that's cool. But But anyways, Aaron, thanks for the call. Good luck with the options investing and everything. Let me know if you have any other questions, and we can be in touch with the filings and stuff if you need help.
All right, will do. Be sure to, maybe I can send you a reminder in terms of the pricing for.
Just send me an email and I'll respond. I'm a little behind on emails always, but I'll get to it.
All right, really appreciate that, man, James.
Okay, no, thank you for waiting for the call. It was great to talk with you, and we'll be in touch.
All right, later.
Okay, bye. So that call went really well. Aaron had some great questions about brokerage accounts, and the truth is, it is complicated and difficult. And it's not your fault or my fault. It's just the companies are inconsistent in how they process these applications, and they require a ton of information. And you have money, you just want to buy and sell stocks, you want to invest, you want to trade, and they just don't make it easy. The tax side of it, though, is pretty easy. If you have capital gains as a non-resident, you don't pay tax on those gains. It's pretty awesome. It's a great opportunity. And that's why it's even more frustrating that it's hard to open brokerage accounts, because you want to get in, you want to invest, you want to do it. Cryptos are taxed the same as stocks, basically, at this point, whereas the IRS treats them as, if you buy crypto, that's your purchase price. If you sell it, it's your selling price less the purchase price is gain or loss. And that's each individual transaction should be reported like that. So just like to give you a caveat. So if you have any questions like this too, there's description. There's should be some links in there. I'm always busy, so you're gonna be a week out, 2 weeks out maybe. But I'll look forward to talking to you. Let me know if you can't make that call when you schedule it. There's paid consults too. And comment if I said something wrong, or if you have any questions, or if you want to say hi. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.